I'm back out on the Tweed. I've come to a stretch close to the edge of the boundaries of the Peebleshire Trout Association stretches. The actual boundaries maybe is half a mile or so down that way. I was out last weekend. I didn't really do much filming. I had more of a pleasure session, but I did hook a good grayling, so I hit record for that. I'll stick a clip of it in sort of in a bit, but yeah, I'm continuing my quest for a big Tweed brownie. I'm yet to have one. I think I have found just down here is a deep pool of slack water. Now it's a windy day, but I think the wind is in my favour, the way it's blown, so I might be able to get a cast into it and see. So I'll have a few chucks here, I'll have a move about without spending too long in one place, or try to. I'm a bit bad for that, I end up spending too long in one area. It also looks as if there's a deep area on the other side which I might try and get a cast to. So yeah, I want to get myself in the water and see what happens. See you in a bit. This seems like a better fish. From there, switch to a Viva Nymph Goldhead because I had a feeling the fish were deeper. I've been letting it sink, and I've hooked into possibly a big grayling. Yes, a very big grayling. It's all tangled on me slack line. That is a beauty grayling. The flies come out in the net. It is an absolute stonker of a fish. Look at the size of that. Right, I'm gonna get him back. Well, some of these gusts of wind are like 30-35 mile an hour. It is really windy today. So I'm trying to fish areas with the wind on me back, just to make casting with this foreweight a bit easier. So far it's working. I just need to see if I can keep it on my back. But there's a couple of other areas I want to fish further up river, so hopefully it'll still be on my back when I get to them. But it is making it very hard to see any fish moving. Well, I didn't get anything there. I didn't really see any fish moving either. But I also spent most of the time on the phone. So, yeah, I probably fished about 20 minutes. I'm just having a walk back up river now to have a look at another bit. But the rain's just moved in, and with this wind, it's awful. But I don't think it's going to last long. It's clouds are moving pretty quick, so yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So I've come to this bit. I've got some fast moving water up there, and it sort of comes down here, starts to slow down, so I'm going to try fishing this bit. I've put a gold head hare's ear nymph on because I've not seen anything up on the top, so I'll try fishing it a bit deeper and see what happens. It's, I've only weighed it out maybe 6-7 foot, and it's up to my waist already. It gets a lot deeper. Well, I've not had a lot of luck here yet, but I've also not seen anything move. It's sort of midday as well, which when I spoke to a bloke I bumped into last time, he was saying evenings are better this time of year. There's still a few mayfly kicking about, hatching. Not as many as there was the other week. There's still the odd few. Like I say, I've seen nothing move. This wind's atrocious. So, I'm going to sack it for now, and I want to get out this evening and see what that brings. I might even fish into the dark again. I'll see how I'm feeling, see if my head torch is charged, but I probably will. So I'll see you this afternoon, or this evening, should I say. It is the afternoon. I'll see you this evening. See you in a bit. So, it's the evening, and I'm back out. However, I've literally got my gear sorted, put a fly on my rod, just stepped into the water, and it started raining. So I'm taking shelter under a tree for a bit. I'll wait till this rain passes. Well, this wind is absolutely horrendous, and I've been to a few different places trying to find a bit of shelter from it. It seems to be a westerly. Now the Tweed runs from west to east, and it's whistling straight up the valley. So there's not a lot of shelter from it, but I found a little bit up at Cadronet. I'm at the bridge, because fish live under bridges, I think. So yeah, just waiting for this rain to pass, and then I'm going to be out. All the sand martins are out, flying about. Doesn't seem to be much insect life, but I don't know if that's because of the wind or what. Well, we'll see. What's the worst that can happen? See you in a bit. So there's been a few fish topping. So I've had some dry flies on, no joy. Tried clink hammers, no joy. Some CDC emergers, again, not a touch. But they seem to top in like stages. There's like little windows where they'll start topping, and then they just go off again. Currently got an Old Faithful and a dowel back on. Just trying this various retrieves. Letting it drift. But not a touch so far. Oh, I've just missed a take on the dowel back. Letting it drift and something give it a good old thump. Well, we just had a massive downpour. I've got my waterproof jacket with us, but I haven't got it on, so I quickly took shelter under the bridge until it stopped, and then decided to fish this side of it once it did stop. Again, I'm not having much luck at all. Well, I'm going to sack it. There's not a great lot moving. The things that are moving about are just little. I've had one take and that's it. The wind is absolutely atrocious. It's just way too much hard work. I'm out on the bikes tomorrow. I'll try and get out tomorrow evening. If not, this will probably be the end of the video. The next one next week, I'm back out fishing with Tom. I'm meeting up with an old army mate, so that should be interesting. So I'll see you then. See you in a bit. Well, I'm out again. It's been a bit of a change of plan. This wind hasn't eased off at all. I've been all over, up and down the river, trying to find somewhere sort of sheltered from the wind, but there's just nowhere. It's whistling straight down. So I've came back to Cayley Fishery near Peebles, and I'm going to see if I can finally land one on it. So it's the afternoon. I'm just here for the evening session. I want to start off on this under an indicator and see what happens, but if the fish start topping, then I'm going to switch over onto dries or buzzers or something. But for now, the wee willy winky is coming out. See you in a bit. Well, I've been here about 45 minutes. I've had the wee willy winky on. I've not had a touch on it, so I've just took it off. I have a few casts with a damsel, and then have a change about until I can find what they're taking and at what sort of depth. There's been the odd one jump, but that's been it, so I'm guessing the maybe's a bit deeper still, with the weather being all over the place. Maybe put them down a bit. I don't know. Might try up that top end as well, since that's the way the wind's been blowing the last 2 days. Oh, there's a little one. So I've come up this top bit now. I've tried the other side for a bit, but the wind is straight in your face and it's quite hard to get a cast out, so I've come to the other side. So when I was thinking, I've been here a few times now and I've never fished this top bit. Don't know why. I've just always went straight down to the bottom. So we'll see what happens. Up at this top bit, I'm kind of hoping this wind will maybe ease off and we'll get a bit of a rise on later on. But we'll see. I think I might switch back to an indicator for a bit. I just don't know what to try underneath it. It's weird casting a 7 weight after being casting a 4 weight for the last couple of months. It's you can't feel the weight difference in it. That's for sure. Right, I've just switched to a foam top buzzer. Just flicked it out and I've had one swirl at it already, which I was quite surprised with because I've not seen anything top. Now, if they're not topped because there hasn't been a hatch, or they're sat waiting for one, there's another swirl at it. So I've poured it out and I'm just letting it drift in the wind. It's been in the water a minute and that's 2 swirls. Oh, and here comes the rain again. I can't bother to put my waterproof jacket on. Hopefully it soon passes. Oh, it's all very quiet. There's the odd one topping, but not a buzzer on at the minute. Loads of little fish coming right out the water, little silver fish. So I've switched to an intermediate line with an olive Fritz lure with a black tail. I've just been on trying to sort my camera out to tell you that I've swapped to an intermediate line. Now I'm going to take but the microphone's not connecting, so the sound quality might be a bit pants. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish at all. But they are, as I thought, pretty deep. So I'll let that sink for 40 seconds. There he is. Yeah, I've seen a couple in the margins now, sort of a rod length out, if that. And they've all been cruising along the bottom, which is what made us put the intermediate line on. So, there is fish topping, but it's the odd one here and there. Not enough to make us stick with me floater. I've flicked over to an indicator, I've got a buzzer on, and I've put the wee willy winky back on at depth. Yeah, it's been a difficult day, difficult 2 days. So just fishing in general at the minute seems to be hard work. It's weird for this time of year. It's cold, it's still only about 15 degrees. We had a heat wave back in May, but since then it's been cold, it's been raining, it's been windy. Yeah, it's been very, very odd. I mean, this time of night there should be a decent hatch and a rise, and there just isn't. The fish that's been topping have been few and far between. I mean, there has been fish jumping, but it's nowhere near what it should be this time of year. It should be on dries. You'll be fishing on the top of dries or subsurface anyway, in the top few inches. Very strange. Or is it just me? Let us know in the comments. Anyone else find it a bit odd for the time of year? I'm not blanked. That's the main thing. But my God, I've worked for that fish. Anyway, I think I might give it another 30 minutes. If nothing, then sack it. See you in a bit. Well, I've put my 4-meted buzzer back on, and straight away I got interest again, but it was just a swell and then left it. They're just not fully committing to anything. Oh, it's annoying. Hey ho. Well, I've literally walked around the corner, flicked me fly into the water whilst I pulled some line off my reel. And no sooner had it hit the water as someone's come up and took it. Literally not had a chance to do anything. It was about a metre out. Get away from them weeds. Well, nice size fish in here. This one's another one about 3 pound, 3-4 pound. Get out of them weeds. That's a tiger. That is my very first tiger trout. The line's all wrapped around its teeth. Right, let us see if I can get a better close-up of it. Oh, everything's falling out my pocket. Yeah, the very first tiger trout. Well happy with that. That's a bit of a surprise and worth the hard work, I think. Yeah, it didn't half nail me fly off the top. I literally just flicked it in the water whilst I went to pull some line off the reel and it just took off. So yeah, I think I'll have a few more casts. See you in a bit. Well, oh, I've just missed another one. The evening rise seems to be happening. All of a sudden, there was fish everywhere swirling. Well, And just like that, as fast as that rise started, it ended. It was literally a couple of minutes, a few fish topped, or quite a few fish topped, and then it just went dead. So I could probably still do another 45 minutes, but I'm not going to bother. I was going to sack it. I've had 2 fish, one of them which was my very first ever tiger trout, so I'm happy with that. It wasn't a bad fish either, it was decent size. So yeah, I want to get back, have my tea and get myself to bed. In fact, I probably won't, I'll probably have a beer first. So yeah, next weekend I'm back out with Tom, meeting up with an old army mate. Been a few years since I fished with him, so that's going to be interesting. So yeah, until the next one, see you in a bit.